pick off first, and here we go.
We got to lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in.
The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Second and long here. Knocked down immediately.
And it's a great play by the
They
defense.
got it so that these guys not blocking anybody since the
Yes, you
update.
heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running inside. It's James. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Throwing, Carr. Moves to his right. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted in the first drive.
Push the ball out.
Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Follows his blocks. It's Blaylock. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the ground with the counter. Stop right there.
That defense is about getting off the football. When that defensive line can be disrupted, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home ground making life difficult. Back to pass. It's Mateer.
Good job.
And he goes down at the 34. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Complete on the comeback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. The Sooners are flying down the field.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because offensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd knows when to bring it. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What are you doing?
He's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooner.
Oh, this game.
Well, they've been calling his number running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up all. The whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Oh.
He'll bring it out. It's Porter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Left side is Gilbert. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's almost unplayable,
6
man.
yards to go. To the air, it's Carr. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
4th down, Carr. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And at think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Right side, it's Carter. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's first down from the 11. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. See some running room. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick give. It's James. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Maybe a crease. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Why did he go?
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr unloads it left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. Look out! Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Still looking to his right. On the run deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there to make sure he doesn't secure the catch. Elite.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quarterback keeps it, and the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Drops back on first down. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks the tackle.
And when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
In the red area, it's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Swamped immediately.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air, it's Mateer. Out wide line, it's Blaylock. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Snaps it, he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Churns into the pile. At midfield, he's got room. Maybe some room here. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Crap, I'm playing like
carving it up. They're working with another first down. Making the adjustment on the play.
Booster, booster. Go, go.
Carr. A Escapes the pressure to his right. Blasted as he lets it go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing up.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
The performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. It just looked like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
Inside, it's Williams. They put the brakes on him.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
My settings changed or something.
And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Sategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Stepping to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Carter. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play. The defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Moving out to the right. Now he's looking into the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on 4th down from their own territory, holding the lead. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion. Now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They want to run this quarterback. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense in press coverage. The fake wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They're all over it. Just got rid of that one.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hands it off on the counter. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Here's Carr to throw.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Hits inside. It's Danzy. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Throwing, Carr. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Extending the play. Throws to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots.
Oh, hey.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide left, it's James. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Inside, it's James. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Carr makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose.
Clip that.
Win. On the ground, it's James. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses now.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Trying to run, it's James. Nowhere to go.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this.
Next going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Jackson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Saying to throw for it on 4th. Looking deep down the right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. There he goes.
Okay, let's go. They should not catch him. Maybe we can get back in the winner circle. Flip that.
Touchdown run by the running back.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
They didn't believe in me. I'd be like, see?
They find themselves And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the
Threw me
business
out the
into
way.
that run as he picked up 8. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds a crease. It's Jackson. Pass the 4. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Buckeye! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Straight ahead, it's James. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Breaks into the open. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown.
Flip that.
Room service, motherfucker!
Never going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the move, it's Jackson. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense in a bunch formation. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good.
Like, they have completely messed this game up with that last update.
But sometimes you got to keep them honest
Completely.
chunk by chunk.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. defense, they looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Carr. Complete out of the backfield. Oh, he's got it into the end zone. And he ran away from the defense to take it in.
Look back.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Under pressure.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15, 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna let it fly. Caught at the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
It's crazy you can patch a game. When you patch a game, you completely mess the game up. All because people will whine and then they know how to do stuff the right way. This junk is completely messed up.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Carr to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout.
Completely messed up.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Carr.
How you holding my man like that?
Chase to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The pass is
Held him the whole way.
incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it,
PI.
understanding
That's
where
clear
he was
PI.
going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Turns it on in midfield. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Gashes the heart of the knee. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, second
horrible,
half.
boy.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Crazy.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Throwing, Carr. Turns it upfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Back has it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll move the tight end. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. He's got it on. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just smothered on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that?
Flip that.
I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the gun, it's James.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Carr. Left side is Flanagan. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Can't stop the freaking
Notre
run
Dame
no
comes
more.
to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll run the screen.
Can't do
And he
nothing right
never
this
had a
line.
chance. As
Can't
soon
do
as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. And you think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lined up in the gun on third down. Saying escapes the pressure going right. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Fourth down, Saying fires to
Yes,
the
sir.
wide. And it's intercepted.
Let's go,
A huge
Dumbo.
play for this defense. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, this has been a defensive war. You're just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick six late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it
Oh,
out
I
of
might
the
have
air,
missed
you
it.
find your
Okay.
convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
I was linebackers and not my defensive line the whole time.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here's Julian Saying to throw.
Hey.
Finds his tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Thrust that arm out. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They want to run it left here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hard running there.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tough run here. It's Jackson. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. They get to him as he throws.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's taking a deep shot. He's got it right on the field. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Throwing, Carr. Rolls right. Going for it all.
Oh,
Ball's incomplete, and he did everything perfectly.
I dropped it.
Football. Second down coming.
Wow.
Another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
To the air again, Carr. Throws to the wideout.
Touchdown. Let's go, baby. Clip that.
Man, what a great job by this offense.
Let's go.
Down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this.
Let's go. I do not need this guy to torch me with this glitch running.
At their own 25. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Throw it, say it. Here comes the heat.
Game. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
All over it.
things that happen that they know if we fix that, we could beat this team if we play them.
Yeah, there's no reason to hang your head. This is a really, really good football team. You take this, you learn from it, you try to grow, and you realize, if I'm going to win a championship, these are the types of teams I'm going to have to beat down the road. So what is the difference? What is the change I need to make sure this result changes?
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They were all over it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. It's a running room. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to him.
Snap. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the 1st drive.
Trout.
He picks up the big game.
It's James. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Notre Dame right back to the line. Might as well give it to him again. He's got the 1st down.
Oh my gosh, that was an incredible run. You have to agree with me. You got to. Flip that.
Room service, motherfucker!
said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught.
He's on the loose. There he goes.
Kicking it down the middle.
He won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Put it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll bring it out. It's Mobley.
Oh, he said it. I could have got it right there.
And the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Got it right back.
Ready to get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quick give. It's Mobley. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking for space. It's Mobley. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game. They're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th. On the move. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got a little space. He's past the sticks. There's a little room there. At 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Buys time to his left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move
Flip
on
that.
the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The run inside. It's James. Big collision there, and they'll mark it down after a 6-yard gain. Notre Dame right back to the line. Might as well run him again. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Here comes the hurry up.
They're going.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws for the tight end.
Pass interference.
It's picked off, and they ruin
Pass
the drive
interference.
with a turnover. They
Pass.
bring him down, and that
Okay.
great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Takes the handoff. It's James.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Gets out of
Flip
bounds
that.
after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Still on his feet at the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Say it. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Going for the big play. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend. Throwing him forward, right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Porter. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Throwing. Carr. Buying time to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Look out! They got him. Great pressure on this defense. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They punt it away on 4th down. Trying to get started. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? the connection there might have led him a little too much. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Level up, slide, freeze, freeze. Where did he go?
From the gun on third down, say it. He wants to go deep. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Carr. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Breaks into the open. He's at the top. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they turn it into a defensive score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Still looking. He's got it on the run.
Flip that.
Touchdown Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Say it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL, so now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here's Julian saying to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. It's complete to the left. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Flip that.
Covered by the defense, and he's off.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Carr can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress.
Adam. Quick slants will beat aggressive players. It'll beat them. Flip that.
He broke away from the defense, and they...
Room service, motherfucker!
Doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Right side, it's Jackson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
This is a designed run. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Headed to the end zone. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I have been playing horrible defense all night, man.
You see offenses, they get very
All
conservative,
night.
very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, and the offense continues to do what they
Too
do.
many big
And
plays.
they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Gotta get back in the lab a little bit. Hopefully the game and change some stuff. Tough.
Here's Carr to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Rolling right and going deep. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Non-man
Get
receivers
possession
like to get
catch.
hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had.
He's going to take a shot. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Here's a throw downfield.
Oh, he's been off his hands.
Play, it's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Get right off my hands, and it is. I gotta get better at that. Green and catches. Probably finna concede this jump and go to bed.
They go to the end around to start the drive. That will get them thinking. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap
It's
sound
all
by this
good,
defense.
bro.
And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on its way to a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Say it. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll go play action with Sayet. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Got him. Slippery slide. Find his way.
That I'm gonna concede and take myself to sleep. Have to play better than this tomorrow.